It's time to sink our teeth into season 4. Week number 1 is here, and we're going to jump into the series we're going to be running for the Formula cars, which is going to be the Super Formula Lights. I've owned this car for probably about a year and never really given it any sort of attention or even drive around a track. So yeah, that's what we're going to do this season. We're going to move away after doing 2 seasons of Formula 4. We're going to upgrade now to the Super Formula Lights. But in addition to jumping into this brand new series, we're also going to be running at least this one in VR. I think I'm going to try this season and give VR a bit more of a go. And you know what? I thought let's give it a go on the open wheeled series. Whether or not I do it in the closed cockpit road car series, I don't know. I did do a league race in the Honda Civic Type R the other night in the final round of SRL, and we got on pretty well, I think. And so yeah, not really made the decision whether we're going to do it in the road car or not, but definitely this season and try and do all of the Formula races I do in VR. This week, for week number 1, it's at Interlagos, a track I know pretty well. But getting to grips with a brand new car might not be competitive or on the pace even, so we'll have to see how it goes. But hopefully it'll be a good insight to how we're going to be able to get used to this new car and take it forward through the rest of the season. But I'm going to go and get set up and do some practice laps, so I'll see you all on the grid. All right, so we're about to grid up here at Interlagos. As you can see, we are car 17 qualified P12. So yeah, a bit quicker than I thought we would be. A couple of people didn't qualify, so I'm not sure where they will come through. But yeah, let's just grid up here and see how we go. Feeling pretty good. Not really done a lot of like wheel-to-wheel battle in VR, so a lot of the time in practice I've been running on my own. So it's going to be interesting to see. I need to find my position for my mouse. Interesting to see once we get to everything, into the actual race and everything, what how we will fare. But yes,
60 seconds.
sort of spec map out. I don't think my headrest here is very. It's a bit shiny, maybe. Should be a sort of a matte. Anyway, just waiting for everybody to grid up here. I really do love looking around in VR. It's great. See everything. Yeah, a lot of the leaders don't seem to have gridded up yet. This is a top split race, so
30 seconds.
we will see how we can go here. Let's just get away, get into the groove. Trying to push too hard on lap 1, tyres up the temperature, and then see what we can do from there. I have noticed with this car,
seconds.
can't really rev it too much. You feel like you want to keep revving it and revving it, but it gets to a point where you kind of like bottleneck.
P12,
So
20 minutes.
yeah, you have to sort of be careful a little bit when you're revving, not to over rev. We're actually just going to go nowhere. I've not practiced the start yet.
Start. Okay, Nick, get ready. Green, green, green.
And away we go. That's what I mean about the revving.
On your right, clear right.
As it's NS, it looks like
What
control.
then was that
All right,
word?
still there. Hold your line.
Hey, Nils, that was a little
Clear
close
right.
there.
The car in front of us is now Hauler, car number 11. C license, and their rating is
Right side, clear right.
Someone just hit me from behind.
Anton, car number 6, is now in the lead. Fucking excellent start, well done.
Feel that wheel damage though.
Showing the meatball flag, we'll need to come into the pits for repairs.
And once again in
There's an incident
classic
in turn 8. We think it
iRacing
might be
fashion.
Angle and Harris. Incident in turn 7.
people don't slow down for yellows. I maybe shouldn't have pushed. It's maybe on me, that one. I shouldn't, maybe not pushed as hard. Having the wheel damage. I know what the thumbnail's going to be, though. I jokingly commented in Damien's Discord earlier saying, good luck with Season 4, everybody. Let's hope for no upside-down car
Okay, Nick,
thumbnails.
the next car is Kessler, car number 4, A licence, and their rating
And I
is
saw the upside-down
3.4.
car there, so definitely we're going to take that as a thumbnail.
Antoine, you got to start driving like there's only two of you on the track,
Ahead
bro.
is increasing. It's now 4.5 seconds. Pit lane speed limit is 80
Don't know if
kilometers
we've
per
got
hour.
fast repair, that's the only
3,
problem.
2, 1. Box now.
We don't. Excellent. No
Front
fast
right,
repair.
91%. Left rear, 90.
Well, that was a great start to life in Super Formula Lights, wasn't it? Go and take another look back at what actually happened there, if I can work out how to do everything. Let's go in far chase here. Just being massively cautious here into the first turn. Held the inside line.
What are you doing, Antoine? I see why you're 2K with the C license. Bloody hell.
The leader
I
has
just
done
didn't
a
sort of judge
128.7
where I was
minutes.
braking.
Car number
Are you
2
two
is
actually
now
kidding me?
And that sort of broke my back suspension, I think. And then here, yeah, this is completely on me. I feel I just shouldn't
cheers,
have
Neil.
cooked it as much
For
as
a
I did.
5.6K driver, Jesus Christ.
Did a pirouette. Just I couldn't really do a lot else there. Not really, you know, a lot else you can do. Just got to hold the brakes, really. There's nowhere really for me to drive. I've got a radiator hanging off and all sorts. But, yeah, probably nobody's fault there going into me. But, anyway, we're going to wait this one out for 6 minutes and then we'll get back on track. So, yep, I will be back as soon as my repairs are done. Coming towards the end here of the required repairs, not really sure. Oh, looks like I've got an engine cover or radiator cover back on this side anyway. Yeah, we're not going to take the optionals, we'll just take the required and then we'll head out onto the track and see what we can do. Currently we're sat in P17. There's a guy just come in the pits behind me, so depending on like how much damage they've got, may be able to get another place, but we will see. But we should have some clear running, hopefully. So just do our own thing and get some laps behind our belts.
The pit exit's clear. Okay, Nick. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Gonna get a chance to run half of it at least. Rear wheel is still a little bit out of alignment, it feels, so just be wary of that. But not to the state where we've got a meatball at least. But been enjoying driving this car, that's for sure. I'm glad I decided to give VR another go as well, really enjoying it. So it just feels like a bit of a challenge, as much like you want to rev it like further, but the engine's just not capable of going any further. That corner. So you have to really be mindful of that and not
The track temperature
pretty
is
much
falling.
shift
It's now
up as the
39 Celsius.
rev limiter lights come on, I think, with this one. Problem with VR is I've got an itch on my nose and I can't reach it.
P17.
Nice gap behind. Nice gap in front. So, yeah, just doing our own thing.
Thank you, you're so good, thank you.
Somebody else is dying. The 8. Certainly doesn't seem any cleaner than the F4s from what I've seen at the minute. A lot of people have been complaining on the radio while we've been sat in the pits about the way that people are driving.
You've just done a 130.4. Sector 2 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
I will say though, since they did the update yesterday, like the pre-season patch, I think there's been some improvements on the UI for sure. I can definitely read the relatives a lot more clearer than I could before. When I tried it in the TCRs in the league race the other night, real struggle to kind of read the number of on the relative to see how far the guy behind was, but pretty clear now, so they've made some slight improvements. Overall though, I quite like the new UI. I think they've done a good job.
To 13th place. Behind is now 4.2 seconds. 4 laps ahead. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
The big question is whether or not we've got enough laps in the race to actually make up any of these positions from guys that have left. We are quite a way behind.
V14. That's your fastest lap today.
Not officially P14 because we have we've not done more laps than them at the minute. I think Jim is probably forgetting at this point, unless people have been disqualified.
Okay, Nick. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
Very tricky infield at Interlagos. Don't feel like I'm quite getting it right. So probably dropping a whole load of time there. Tom's coming behind us,
Blue flag.
but obviously we're not going to battle him being a lap down.
That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. That last lap was a 130.1. Blue flag. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Car right. Clear right.
Sorry about Thomas. I kind of got the entry a little bit wrong. Without blinks like that, please, game. Still not made any places up yet. 2.5 minutes left to go in the session. It's interesting doing VR as well, because in an open Formula car with the halo, you can totally see like why it's so effective. I think when you're like on the outside looking in, you kind of think, well, how does that work? Because you've got this massive pillar in front of you, and when I've tried it before,
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
in 2 dimensions, it is very obstructive. But to be fair, I'm hardly even noticing it's there. I can see around it on both sides, so you kind of don't realise it's there. So yeah, it's quite mad. Something so obstructive really can be so out of your sight. Still struggling, I think, with the car a little bit here though. It's not being as responsive as I'd like it. Definitely struggling in some of the turn-ins, but
P13.
finally made up a place. P16. Like what Jim says. So we are finishing higher than our car number. Assuming this will be the white flag.
Last lap. That's your best lap in the session.
Gained another place there. P15. I think people like really cutting that curb. I don't feel confident doing it though. That's probably where I'm losing a lot of time in this midfield section. And that's going to be it for our first outing in the Super Formula Lights. Yeah, not the greatest of results, honestly. But when we took the damage early on there wasn't really a lot more we could have done.
P14. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate. That's the end of the session.
At least we took some more places. We're going to finish a couple of down on where we started, but anyway, let's pull over and we'll go and take a look at all of the incidents. All right, let's take a look at the instance then. Into turn 1. It's going 3 wide. The car goes round. And tries to recover. Not sure what we're looking at there. That's the big pilot where I lose the car. And then everybody kind of... We're a bit far away from the action here, aren't we? I'll be honest. But yeah, big pilot. Probably the same as me, had a bit of damage and just lost the car. Bit of bump drafting of some description, not that I'd advise doing it in a Formula car, but then going side by side, oh, and takes the number 2 out. Wow. Bit of argy-bargy in the centre S's. Losing it on his own, too much power on exit. Yep, lights up the rears. Ooh, unfortunate for the other guy. Just wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately. Too wide into the corner, not enough room, and the red car is barged off. Easily done on the exit there onto the long straight. I call it a straight because it's pretty much flat out. Not sure what happened there. Seemingly maybe a hardware failure, but that was very strange. And that's it. Right, let's go and take a look at the results. This was split 1 of 2, and the strength of field was 2,455. Car 17 started 12th and came home in 14th, 5 laps off the pace. Our fastest lap of the race, a 1 minute 29.332. Fastest lap of the race by Antoine was a 1 minute 26.965. So 2.4 seconds faster than what we were able to do. We had 8 incident points and we take 41 championship points. And unsurprisingly, it's a double red result. We lose 0.12 on our safety rating, takes us to 2.59. And 16 iRacing takes a 1,732. So there we go, guys. That was the race. And yeah, not the real start that I wanted. The first race out in the Super Formula Lights. Yeah, just really unfortunate, really. The guy, you know, I did brake early, but you know, it's lap 1 stuff, isn't it? Potentially, you should always leave the car more space because anything can happen on lap 1 when everyone's a lot more bunched together. There are a lot more possibilities of an incident. So although I might have broke a bit early, I think maybe he should have been a bit more aware that we were slowing down, but is what it is. On the flip side of that, I think, you know, I should have done better with the damage. I think when you've got a meatball, you always kind of try and push the limits a little bit just to see how much you can get away with. And clearly in this case, I couldn't get away with a lot and just lost the rear and then caused a pile up. So yeah, that's completely on me. That's really bad. But I mean, I held my brakes and did the best I could to make the car predictable. Yeah, I don't want to make excuses because I made the mistake and ultimately caused a pile up. Regardless of whether people slowed down for the yellows or not, it doesn't matter. But yeah, other than that, we've got a few laps under our belt. We didn't finished above our car number, which is always a positive. So yeah, just take this to next week and hopefully we can do just a little bit better. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please consider giving a like. And if you want to see more racing from me, make sure to subscribe because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved with iRacing, head down the description where there's a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But until next time, see ya.